Jiu-Jitsu champion and current UFC welterweight at 80.5 kilograms. He represents Zenith BJJ from Brazil, presenting Gilbert Burns.
Well, we are very excited to have Gilbert Burns back with us. The 33-year-old, as we said in the opening piece to camera at the start of this event, might be one of the hardest working men in combat sports. Currently signed to the UFC, carrying a pro record of 17-3-0 with a 4-fight win streak. He's had a couple of other big grappling matches this year. Won IBJJF Worlds all the way back in 2011 and Nogi Worlds in 2010 before switching his focus fully to mixed martial arts. But he does believe he is one of the best grapplers in the game, and he says people just seem to forget that he did all this with the gi before he moved to MMA. We've seen him twice before as well. He slam KO'd Gregor Gracie at Polaris 7 and dropped a loss by heel hook to Gary Tonin at Polaris 4. But I do expect a fast pace to this one. White gi for Gilbert Burns, blue gi for Tommy Langaker. Thanks to Scramble for sponsoring this bout this evening. Your referee is Oli Geddes as we put 15 on the clock. Fight. My name's Josh Palmer, joined by Dan Strauss and Tom Barlow for this match.
Yeah, I expect this to be an incredibly fast-paced match. See Tommy pull guard almost straight away.
Was it a guard pull, was it a trip?
Maybe a flying trip.
That's it. So Langaker known for a lot of jumping guard attempts, a lot of inversions. Plays a very creative style. Burns, on the other hand, we expect to be a bit more top-heavy, a bit more smash passing, and he's pulled straight into an omoplata.
Tommy's looking at going back to the triangle.
Yeah, he's going to go Kimura off this omoplata.
And that's tight already.
Oh, it's a big roll.
This is brutal. Into the armbar.
Burns is trying to find his way out.
Oh my God.
He's cleared the leg off the top of the head. Langaker's going to come up and try and adjust the position here, and Burns is hunting for the back.
Burns is looking for the back here. He has that lapel stopping Tommy and turning well. And could potentially use this to come back up on top. Tommy's trying to crossface hard and drive his knee through.
That armbar was absolutely on. People need to understand that was absolutely on.
Burns trying to bridge here. Langaker staying very heavy. He's got his left knee in a slightly compromised position, but he's got a possible bicep slicer.
Yeah, has the bicep slicer on here. He can put a lot of pressure. Even if he doesn't finish it, it's very painful.
Yeah, it's not going to be uncomfortable.
Could you imagine if he racks that up as a win? Well, let's see. Settles down onto the hip now with that left hand.
It looks like Tommy's trying to pull his foot out of there.
It looks like he's trying to extract the leg. He's got a good tight gi grip around controlling the head of Burns. See, he's got Gilbert's head turned all the way to the side. But that's a good frame from the Brazilian.
Very nice transition, Tommy, just stretching out Gilbert, going to knee on belly.
I mean, you got to say credit to Gilbert Burns taking this match. It's one thing to keep your gi training up, but someone like Tommy Langaker, who only specializes in the gi, really putting it on the line here as Burns looks to pull that leg back into half guard. Langaker going heavy, looking knee cut and push off through. That right hand of Burns on the pan grip is just saving him a little bit here, but it's a strong left underhook for the Norwegian.
It looks like Gilbert may have tied up the lapel there, tried to use it to come back up to a single leg.
See, what I wondered would be if Langaker can pass, can he keep Burns down? Because I do expect Burns to have an edge in the wrestling.
Tommy, for a moment, looked to jump over Gilbert to the back then. Decided against it.
It's a very aggressive start for Tommy Langaker through the first 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, expect Tommy to pull guard pretty fast. Once again, I expect. There we go.
Yeah, and he's gone to seated position here. Gilbert lets him wrap up that pant grip.
Well, Tommy has some great success from this position. He's great on that collar and sleeve.
Yeah, like he's going to go again. You can see that right leg's trying to find its way through and under the arm.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, Tommy's going to try to pull Gilbert on top of him.
Well,
using that collar grip and then potentially invert or go to the omoplata or triangle.
You watch Burns pummel that left hand back inside. Oh, off balance nicely. The thing Langaker does so well is he just attacks combinations so well. It's rare you'll see him hit that off balance and nothing else off the back end of it.
Yeah, he's very fluid in his transitions.
As Burns looking to drive this knee through the middle at the moment.
The other thing about Tommy is insanely flexible as well. He can put his feet anywhere. So even if Gilbert passes, pretty much anywhere. Just imagine BJ Penn, but Norwegian.
Oh, and look at that again, that strong pull on the cuff from Langaker. It's forcing Gilbert Burns to accept the closed guard there. So we get a quick shot of his corner.
Yeah, I believe that's Pedro Bestra and Gustavo Galvao, who's Andre Galvao's brother.
Yeah, Adnan Narimani down in the corner there as well. UFC competitor.
There's that triangle
attempt.
Yeah, he shot his legs up high to this crooked guard.
That was the attempt to go towards the matrix, but Durinho just pulled out of it.
He seems very comfortable here, it has to be said.
Tommy momentarily looking at using the worm guard.
And Tommy in his corner has Espen Matheson, who in the top billing of our undercard earlier tonight picked up what's going to be hard to beat as the entire sequence and submission of the night. Really worth checking that out if you have a few moments.
I mean, I think that's one of the best submission transitions that I've ever seen on Polaris.
There is Matheson in the corner trying to talk his compatriot through some of these guard positions.
Yeah, Durinho doing a good job of not allowing Tommy to close that close guard there.
I think it's a pretty easy decision for us all with 25 seconds left in this first 5-minute period. Who the judges are going to see this one go to?
Yeah.
It's Tommy Langaker, in case anyone was wondering.
Wait, what?
Langaker just discarding the belt. And again, he's going hard on this left cuff of Burns. Watch that right leg is going to shoot out from under the bicep and around the back of the arm.
Here you see him Durinho trying to pull out of that position.
Yeah, I think this is really the key to victory for Tommy. You've got to take Gilbert out of his comfort zone in terms of what he's going to be of training recently over the last couple of years, mainly no-gi, mainly MMA. Tie him up with sleeve control, with lapel, with collars.
Beautiful transition into the triangle there. Fake going Delahiva, Birimbolo one side, came back and locked it up.
It looks like Burns' head's going to pop out of this, though.
Might switch to the armbar from here.
It's potential armbar or omoplata.
Oh, and this is, well, it looks like the head's...
You can see that Tommy's trying to bend that arm around. Durinho, really heavy pressure pass now, trying to drive through.
Oh, and look at Langaker again, that right leg all the way over the top in front of the throat of Gilbert Burns, and a right smile from the Brazilian. He honestly thought he was past there, I think.
Tom did say his foot could go anywhere.
Literally anywhere, and you saw it in that moment. But again, pulling into the close guard is good.
I mean, we talk about it, I think, in most Tommy Langaker matches, guys, but, you know, someone who can invert with that kind of dexterity, it's a real puzzle to pass, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You just can't get into that space that you need to. Between the armpit and hip, it's very difficult.
So what can Durinho do from here?
Well, he's potentially going to keep trying to wear on Tommy and tire him out. But then he has to put those passing attempts together and really try and head towards north-south, I guess, and shut the hips of Tommy down.
So again, Langaker playing this guard position on his hip. We're going to lock up a arm of Durinho. Burns a few years older than Langaker. Langaker 25 years old, 33 is Durinho.
Yeah, Tommy might look to transition towards the back. Very nice.
Gravity defying back.
Beautiful grip on the hip, and he's chasing that back now.
Yeah, that's
what a fantastic transition.
And he's going straight on the face here, looking to set up a collar grip.
Yeah, Durinho is going to be hard to submit from this position unless Tommy, well, he's trying to trap an arm up.
Well, let's see, he's got a long time to do it. Still half this match to go.
Yeah, this is a really, really bad place to be, in case you didn't realize. Anyway.
Yeah, you can see Tommy pushing down with his left arm, trying to get that hand of Durinho down so he can step over it and tie it up.
Yeah, he's got a pretty simple over-under here. You can see Burns is trying to fight 2-on-1 with that grip. Langaker's doing a good job of readjusting that left foot on the hip and trying to keep himself behind Burns.
Yeah, I think you're right, Tom. I think the best chance that Tommy has to start to make this a lot easier for him is to try and look up one of those arms.
He may have the grips, though. You can see that they're both kind of in place. I'm not sure if it's under the neck.
It looks like a sliding collar choke, but I can't tell how deep it is from here.
Yeah, it looks like the top grip wasn't quite in the right place. But Tommy is out now over that elbow, well, momentarily.
Well, Langaker securing this second 5-minute period as well at the moment. It looks like he's got both gi grips.
Yeah,
Burns is trying to pull one of them a little bit deeper, I think, to alleviate some pressure.
Yeah, he's trying to turn those hips and get a better angle.
You see Burns tucking that chin to his chest to try and buy himself some time. It's a good shot there to see the cross grips that Langaker has.
Yeah, so Tommy's right hand is just a little bit too high across the face. It's not quite the same as a rear naked choke where you can crush them.
We're starting to get a good arch in the back of Burns now.
Durinho might look to try and pass this arm of Tommy over his head to sneak out, get his shoulders to the mat.
Yeah, you see he's trying to free that gi grip though. Langaker readjusts to the other side.
Yeah, Gilbert doing a really good job of effectively defending against sort of the attacks of Tommy Langaker.
Yeah, a few deep breasts and...
You can see Durinho's getting to a better position, jumps
Got a
through.
hip out.
And now he's looking towards the leg of Tommy.
Yeah, and he's got the knee straight.
Looking
trying to decide which way to go. Obviously can't heel hook under this rule set.
But can go to the toe hold, as you saw Michelle Nicolini do earlier.
Yeah, or the knee bar. We're in 50-50 here, and in gi, this position does have a different complexion to it. It can be very hard to escape, it has to be said.
Yeah, Tommy, I suspect, is going to just free his knee line and potentially go to invert. I don't think we're going to see a 50-50 for the next few minutes.
Well, we can but hope. Down into the last 5 minutes here, Langaker, I'm sure, taking that second 5-minute period on the judges' scorecard, so I think it's reasonable to say it's going to fall to Gilbert Burns to have to find a submission here. Looking for a wrist lock, perhaps?
Yeah, knowing Tommy, he's not going to want to stop until he gets the submission, though. He's always hunting that and has a very high submission rate. You can see he's trying to cheat around to get his legs free and then pulls himself out.
He's just adjusting the pant grip before he stands up. He knows where he wants to go from here.
Yeah, again, he's going to look to try and head towards the back, I suspect. Nice little back step, forcing Durinho belly down. Durinho's on that single leg, though.
Yeah, and it's with the gi wrapped up. So let's see if he dumps Langaker, tries to jump.
Flying triangle attempt there.
Yeah, that's something we've seen Langaker do several times in matches.
Yeah, but then he's back in this position that Tommy favors.
Yeah, we've seen Langaker cause Burns a lot of trouble from this collar sleeve grip.
Nice readjustment from Tommy, going back to the close guard, just gives him a break and really shuts down any offense that Gilbert had.
Get involved on social media tonight, hashtag Polaris12. Let us know what your thoughts are in the evening. We've still got 2 matches coming your way tonight. Ash Williams taking on Richard Alarcon, and of course, big Nick Rodriguez taking on Luke Rockhold. Burns standing to try and break here, he does so. And looking to go back on a toe hold here. Gives it up, and he's got to be careful about how he catches the heel here.
Trying to pull Tommy into a 50-50 position again. Tommy might try to spin through to the back, which he does.
There you go, goes crab ride, looks come up on a leg drag, but Burns is going to pull that leg back through.
He's not really into it at the moment. If Tommy can clear his knee underneath, and he's on his own toe hold momentarily.
Langaker forced to invert for a second to defend there. They're still keeping the pace up, but time is ticking away for Gilbert Burns here. Again, Langaker attacking the left-hand side of Burns' upper body.
Langaker onto the omoplata again.
Oh, and he's up all the way this time.
He's got to try to get a better hip position, though, to finish this. He's trying to go around to the side.
I think Burns is going to try and roll him backwards here.
Yeah, if Tommy can sneak behind him, he can finish a shoulder lock. We see Durinho just kind of teddy bear rolling to prevent that angle.
Yeah, and he's going to possibly try and turn it into a stack, maybe. Let's see. Well, bails out. It's good defense from Burns, but he's been put on the back foot repeatedly by Tommy Langaker throughout this match.
Yeah. Tommy's definitely looking a little bit tired now. His pace has slowed a little bit in this last 5 minutes.
Yeah, Burns doesn't really have a choice but to turn it up here. Looks to sprawl pass. Again, it's that off leg of, oh, that's a beautiful switch.
Transitions. Trying to go under that leg now. Tommy just defending.
But that's all he needs to do. He must know that he's significantly up on the judges' scorecards at the moment. All he has to do is survive. It's going to be a real tall order for Gilbert to take this match at this point.
Yeah, Burns has pulled him back into a leg entanglement here. Down to the final minute. Gilbert Burns going searching on.
He's looking at a potential knee bar, and Tommy just transitions it back to the 50-50.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough for him to find something from this position. You just have to figure Langaker's a little bit more brushed up on the grips and the exchanges in some of these sequences.
A nice attempt to step inside for the knee bar. Nothing on it, though.
No, I can't quite see the angle he's got to bridge in. It looks as though the knee's fairly clear.
Yeah, Tommy's again going upside down, using those feet to invert.
Oh,
Tommy's trying to come up to a triangle.
Oh, there he goes. He shoots crooked guard again.
15 seconds to finish it.
Oh, and he locks it up.
Trying to hit the arm here.
Straight arm off the side of the triangle. He's pushing for everything he's worth. Burns manages to turn it back out.
Tommy
he readjusts for the triangle.
angle.
Burns
Can't make
strips
it
it
work.
out. And he looks to smash past as the clock runs out. What a thrilling match from Langaker and Burns. I don't think it's really going to go any way except Tommy Langaker's.
But can we just say how incredibly tough Gilbert Burns is?
We knew he was going to be tough coming. This is not going to be an easy match whatsoever. But boy, was that fun to watch.
What a fantastic match. Just goes to show gi matches don't need to be boring either.
No, but usually the common denominator is Tommy Langaker.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's take a look at some of the replays here, guys. This was that Kimura at the start of this bout.
Gi matches on board as long as Tommy Langaker's in it.
This looked like it could have been the end for Burns right at the start.
Yeah, this is Tommy using some great dexterity to reset his guard. And this beautiful back attempt, just controlling the hips, chasing the back, inverting.
How he came up on that back is insane.
Yeah, it was just a beautiful sequence from Tommy. And this is that final knee bar attempt from Dorino. Not quite the right line, but he's trying with all his might.
Absolute no quitting here the entire time, looking the attack, looking the pass, and about 5 submissions that anyone else would have tapped to.
Absolutely.
Nothing.
This bout goes the distance, and we go to your judges. All 3 seeing the bout the same, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Tommy Langaker.
I'm here with our winner, Tommy Langaker. Tommy, you can't really be in a dull match, can you?
No. That's boring. You need to put it all on the line every time you fight, you know? Like, I don't believe, like, maybe sometimes it's a little bit slow, but I'm really trying my best to just submit the guys. But the guy I'm fighting, he's a world-class athlete. He's one of the best in MMA. You know, like, so they're resilient guys. All the time I'm fighting high-level guys that it's hard to do anything on them, you know.
Yeah, you must have known coming into this one that it was going to take quite an effort to submit someone like Gilbert. What was the game plan coming in? Because you hit that first submission attempt very quickly.
You just got to flow, you know. That's all. Get your grips and flow. There's no game plan, like I said. I know already his style is explosive. Now he had like a slow start. I tried to do like, take him off with a flying triangle. It seems to be like a habit here. You know, so I tried my best, but he was pushing the pace pretty well. And I don't remember what happened when I took the back. It just blacked out, and then I was on his back. And, you know, that's part of the game, but that's the intense flow state, you know.
You're never really shy of saying who you want to face next when you're here on Polaris. You got any thoughts about who we can find for you next?
Yeah, Keenan is ducking me, like always. And, there was one guy that opened his mouth against me, and that was Gilbert Burns. Like, I have showed nothing but respect towards him. He's the world champion, and he starts opening his mouth against me. and Espen. And you don't mention my name if you have anything, like if there's no beef. And I asked him, he didn't want to answer. Now I want to fight against him. But he seems to be ducking me because I was trying to get this fight for a long time. And yeah, bring him to me.
We'll see what we can do for you. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Tommy Langaker. I'm here with our runner-up, Gilbert Burns. Gilbert, thank you for coming back to Polaris and putting it all on the line again. Obviously, you're not usually a gi fighter, but you stepped up here. Give us your thoughts on that match.
Sucks. Sorry, I hate to lose. Like you guys say, I'm busy. I'm doing MMA, no gi, anything that comes as a challenge, I will try to take and do my best. Today wasn't those good days, but I think the way it took on my mind, I never lose. I always learn. And today, thank you. And
anyone you want to say hello to back home?
Yeah, no, today I learned a lot. So thank you every one of you guys that come here to support. Appreciate you, all of you guys, everybody watching UFC Fight Pass, all my trainers, all my coaches, all my friends. Thank you guys for support. Bruna, Pedro, Josh, amo vocês. Let's see, ready to the next one. I'm just gonna, that one hurts a little bit, I don't like that. But yeah, I tried to fight towards the end. I think he start quicker, you know, I thought he was gonna play a little more defense on guard, but he was very offensive. And he started right away. I felt that I was almost all the time I stepped back, and then I gotta, you know, recompose and get in a good position. So good work for Tommy. Thank you, Polaris, to put a show, and hope to come next time.
It's been a pleasure having you, ladies and gentlemen. Gilbert Burns. So coming up next, we take a look at the first of our challengers in that bantamweight title match. Richard Red Alarcon, fresh from an appearance at the ADCC's 2019 in Los Angeles. He is stepping in to replace the injured João Miao against that man, the current Polaris lightweight champion, Ashley Williams. Now, these two have fought once before, and it did not go the way of the Welshman. So a lot on the line moving forward. Stay with us for that co-main event coming up in just a couple of moments.